All right, I gotta just start talking because I'm just thinking too much. I was gonna do like something on like Amish people because the way that they live and their philosophies, but I really admire the Amish people how they live. Their philosophy is kind of like self-reliance, which is like if you wanted to explore it, maybe like Ralph Waldo Emerson or whatever is into that. So, but then I was like, well, what, like, what way, go, what way government wise do they lean? Um, because with there's going to be a paradox here that the left um, is going to experience. Um, so I was like, all right, that's pretty much like self-reliance is pretty much like anarchy. It's like as a government. Um, which is like, well, what punks always said. So, if they actually lived in it, I don't know, but if they would like it. But I mean, I consider myself a punk, I guess. But uh, see, I'm rambling because I got like so many thoughts running through my head. So, yeah, I was thinking about like which way they would lean on the spectrum, and I was like, I guess it's neither. It's like it would probably be libertarian, which would I guess that's all the way to the right. I don't know. It's definitely conservative. The right and left anymore is just like words, but it's so much. There's so much in between, and like a lot of people are moderate. We're like talking about stuff that's not even on the spectrum, really, that's going on right now. So, but I'm like, okay, they're probably like maybe libertarian. Um, but most of them are Protestant. So they're gonna have some kind of liberalness to them, but they're very conservative people. Um, the thing is, here's the paradox I wanted to talk about. It's when I think what I suspect is going to happen. See, when I say like the left, I guess I'm saying the leftist, like the radical left, or I won't even say Democrat because that's like you know that that word to me means more like you actually think and know what or have an opinion that makes sense. So so we'll just say that. Where the fuck am I going here? All right. So libertarian Protestants are good are usually like good people that like to donate and stuff like that. See, that's all part of like self-reliance. This video is gonna turn into something I didn't see it going, but um, yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is, to me, libertarian is kind of like do it is total self-reliance. Um, but it doesn't mean that you can't like get together with people of like-minded things and create your own little area. Like, I think for sure, well, I can't say that, but I think I want to kind of explore like what would happen if, or I guess a good question I have is what would happen if we turned big cities into their own states and they were like separate. So, um, so libertarian, which is like Amish, I mean, technically, it's almost like it's it's anarchy, but it's controlled. Um, and that's kind of what I think libertarian means, like to me, I guess. Uh, if I were to define it, um, I don't know. I didn't give a lot of this shit. You know, I'm not gonna say something or give an opinion if I don't have a pretty reasonable thing to say. So, uh, so anarchy, which is pretty much like what the left is now, or when I say, you know what I mean, the leftist philosophy is anarchy. Um, but here's the paradox: the extreme left is the same as the extreme right. That's why they. That's why the worse this situation gets, the more radical uh, people in power are gonna be. I mean, we're kind of, you know, I look at the world kind of like the movie Idiocracy, and it's kind of happening. But um, yeah, so radical leftism is what created MAGA. That's the paradox. And the more radical you are, what you're doing is creating your adversary. Like, okay, so the extreme left is the same as this extreme right, essentially. I what comes to mind is what I don't even want to say fascism because I haven't explored it that much, but like whatever Hitler was doing, um, would be a way radical left ideology because um, paradoxically, because it's the same result. It's putting all your eggs in one basket with the people in power. And the thing is, the people with power don't know their asshole from a hole in the ground. That's the problem with I think with socialism and communism in general. Is just a lack of a responsible government, fiscally responsible. Like it's a very advanced theory of governance that we as people aren't anywhere close to being able to put together as like a country philosophy or whatever. Like just comprehension wise, and I mean the people that are watching my channel are they know what I'm saying, but like in theory I guess it's a nice idea. You know, it's a utopia. That it's the same paradox. A utopia creates a dystopia. Because there's no adversary. And when there's no adversary, people self-destruct, which is what we're doing. We won already. And now we're fighting ourselves. The United States, anyway, I think. And that's how, like, a super giant suddenly collapses, and they compare us to, like, Anti-Flag will compare us to the modern day Rome. You know, other people do too, but I'm just saying. Just came to mind because you know, I don't like all the things about Anti-Flag, but I think that I'm on board with a lot of stuff, even though I'm not, you know, to me moderate is red all the way. Like it doesn't get liberal till you go to the left quite a bit. So I think the baseline is kind of like conservative. But like I said, that's you have to understand paradoxes of life. There are laws of nature that can't be broken. Like self-reliance, or I mean that's not what I want to. the laws of like a law of nature would be kind of like Darwinism. Like the strong will survive, and that's how it works, because otherwise you get dumber as a species. So then naturally the idiots are weeded out, I guess you could say. Which I think is where Manson is on his philosophy. That's why I think he probably doesn't care if people die, if they're stupid, if he thinks they're stupid, which was initially what I was thinking of this morning of making a video about. Is there was a clip, because I was watching some stuff on Manson the other day, and I'm pretty sure, I couldn't find the clip, I'm pretty sure that Manson said something that he doesn't believe in. And I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he said, if you don't like Marilyn Manson, you're stupid, or something along those lines, which he was built from like angst, He's a radical punk. And he thinks that he can speak. What was the fucking phrase before I forget? He said, I already said it, but I wonder why he said that, because it goes against his philosophy. At that time, at least, I believe. He is human, believe it or not. So, sometimes you make mistakes. I didn't want to take it out of context, so that's why I was kind of looking for it, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. And that's like my way or the highway, which is a very closed-minded way of thinking, although his philosophy is to make people think. Like, he he's a lot like Nietzsche. And just like Nietzsche, he believes in survival of the fittest, like Darwinism. But that's just a law of the universe. That's not a philosophy. It's a law of nature. And there's a lot of these, and a lot of them are paradoxical. And if you don't know them, you could go so far left that you create the extreme right. So, just, I guess, be careful. Because radical anything usually doesn't end up well. unless it's roots radical, then it ends up well.